You know, the idea of 6 degrees of separation is an interesting one, and I recently looked at the mathematics of it. The idea of 6 degrees of separation indicates that if you have we all have friends, okay, and let's just say that we all have, according to the theory, we all have, let's take 30 acquaintances, and then as we move through those acquaintances, we eventually come back around to somebody else that we know, you know, so that if you go through 6 layers of relationships, then on that 6th layer you will come back to somebody that you also know. So I was curious about it. I don't know that I believe that we only have 30 acquaintances. I think we have more than that. But the 6 degrees requires a friendship level of 30. So if this is me, then I have 30, 30 friends, and then each one of those people have 30 friends, and each one of those people have 30 friends, so on and so forth. And I know that's not very good graphic, but I think you understand what I mean there by that. So let's set up the math. The model, 6 degrees of separation, assumes that there are 6 billion people on the earth. That's 6 times 10 to the 9th power, or 6 followed by 9 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, actually 8. Is that 6 billion? No. So it was right. 9 zeros, and that's the population of the earth. So 6 times 10 to the 9th, and then let's say that each one of us have 30 friends, and that the level of friendship, in other words, the degree removed from ourselves, we'll call n, so that 30 raised to the nth power would be the number of people that we're acquainted with. And then on each new level, we acquire 30 new people with 30 more friends. And so how long will it take that to cycle back to the point where we have a common friend? And the idea in 6 degrees is that it's 6 levels. So if I have all my friends, that's level 1. All of my friends are level 1. All of their friends are level 2. Friends of those friends are level 3, so on and so forth to the 6th level. So let's see if this actually does work out. The n would be the level or the degree. So this is an equation that I want to solve for the for n. At what level does this reach or exceed the population of the world? Well, there's only one way to solve for a variable term as an exponent, and this is an exponent, and that's the use of logarithms. And we'll just go ahead and use the natural log. I would rather use the log base 10 because of this side, but the model uses the natural log. So we'll take the natural logarithm of both sides of this equation, times 10 to the 9th, equals the natural logarithm of 30 to the nth power. And according to the exponent rule of logarithms, I can rewrite this right side of the equation as n natural log 30. That's just a property of logarithms. the left side is just a number, so let me go ahead and take the natural log of 6 times 10 to the 9th. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me turn this on. I'm going to take the natural log of 6 times 10 to the 9th, close that, and that's 22.5. 22.5, that's a number. And then proceeding to solve this equation on the right side for n, let me go ahead and divide by the natural log of 30. I'll divide this side by the natural log of 30. What is the natural log of 30? I don't know. Let's find out. Natural log 30, and that is 3.4. So on this left side, I get 22.5 divided by the natural log of 30, which is 3.4. And that should be equal to n. Well, let's find out what 22.5 divided by 3.4, and that's 6.6. So basically 6.6 degrees of separation between anybody, ourselves, and anybody on the earth. You just have to go through 6 layers of friendships in order to come back to somebody that you also know. So here's you, and you've got 30 friends, and each of those friends have 30 friends, so on and so forth, all the way down to the 6th level, or in our case 6.6 degrees. So what that means is I have friends. Again, I know I'm reiterating. I have friends. Let's say I have 30 friends, and each one of those people have 30 friends, and each one of those have 30 friends. So that's 30 to the nth. How many levels do you have to go to in order to equal the population of the Earth? And the answer is 1/6. It seems like a pretty good model to me, although I would believe that the number of acquaintances that we have are a bit more than 30, and that would reduce the degrees of separation. But that's the current model, and I won't deviate from that. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to come over here and turn this off.